Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osoberic501 and today I want to show you guys a new glitch in Outriders that allows you to get a massive amount of critical hit damage. Now before we get into the video, only 6% of people that watch my videos are subscribed to my channel. So make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all of my videos. And this is done by stacking some specific glitched mods that will keep giving you this benefit for every additional stack of that mod you have. So first off, my base critical hit damage without any of the mods we're going over on any of my items, we have a 40% critical hit damage increase. And then if we go and put the specific mod we're talking about on one armor piece, we'll see an increase. And the mod we're looking at is Achilles Heel. Increases your critical damage by 50% of your resistance piercing. So if we put this on and then we go check our stack again, we have 55% critical hit damage now. It was 40%, so a 15% increase. And then if we go back in and we put Achilles Heel on another one of our items, so it's red, showing we already have a version of that. We have one on our helmet and our chest piece. And then if we go back into our stats, you'll now see we have 70% critical damage. So every additional time we apply Achilles Heel to an item, it'll be giving us the effects of Achilles Heel. And I currently have 30% resistance pierce, so I'm getting 15% with every one of these mods. And we can go ahead and keep doing this. We can apply another Achilles Heel. We might as well just apply Achilles Heel to all of our armor pieces. So now we have 5 stacks of Achilles Heel. We have 1 on every armor piece. So if we go back to our stats, we now have 115% critical hit damage, up from 40%, which was the base we had before we put any of these mods on. So every single stack of Achilles Heel is giving us more critical hit damage. And you also can only have 1 Achilles Heel on every item, because if you try to put 2 of the same mod on one item, it won't allow you. So here we have a chest piece with Achilles Heel on it as a base mod. And if we go and try to even scroll over Achilles Heel, it's blacked out, so we can't actually apply another one of that to the same armor piece. So it's 5 maximum stacks of this mod. And there's probably going to be some really strong possible builds you could come up with just having this glitch mod, because since it's 50% of your resistance piercing, you could get other mods, other class passives, other stats that increase your resistance piercing, making every single one of your 5 stacks of this mod give you more critical damage. So you could possibly create a build fully around just maximizing your critical hit damage and just trying to create some one-shot build or some incredibly high burst damage build. And I will be testing to see if any other mods in the game are broken like this and will allow additional stacks to keep giving you an increased benefit. And I have a hunch that some of the other more passive mods are going to allow this, because there are only a handful of mods in the game that give you some passive stat increase that's not a proc, a on-hit effect, or something like that. And there are a few other mods that will give you a stat increase based on another stat. So if we look up here, we have critical damage based off your armor piercing. We have another one that's critical damage based off of your resistance piercing, just in a little different way. But there's a possibility that any of these mods could be stackable and allow you to just create some ridiculous builds. And I would be interested if anybody can figure out a build that can use this glitch of stacking these 5 Achilles Heels to make some absolutely ridiculous build. Because just looking at specifically the Devastator's class tree, there are some options that could possibly make this a thing. Because first off, the bottom tree has 2 skill slots that give you 15% resistance piercing each. That's actually how I have the 30%, so this mod actually works. Then there's this other mod that you could also get while getting both these other resistance piercing passives, that after you use a class melee skill, it increases your resistance piercing by 15% for every enemy hit, which is seeming like it does not have a max stack. They just last for 10 seconds. So there's a possibility you could create some hybrid build that you're meleeing enemies with all of these 5 stacked up mods, getting a ridiculous amount of resistance piercing increase, then using your weapon to do a massive amount of critical hit damage. And that's not even taking into consideration the possibility of stacking other mods with Achilles Heel to get more resistance piercing to allow you to do even more damage. And if I end up testing this out and getting some footage, I'll put it at the end of the video. Even if it's not very good, I want to see if there's some way to be able to use this in a more legitimate build. So that's pretty much all I want to go over with this glitched mod. If any of you guys find any builds or find any cool interactions with this Achilles heel mod, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to see if there's any cool stuff to test or play around with for this. So subscribe if you want to see more Outriders or other videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this glitched mod, and thanks for watching.